Hello, hello, Facebook. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. This is Tamara Zantel, and I am coming to you live from Raising a Mogul TV. I'm super excited because I'm here to talk to you about Raising a Mogul Summit that is happening in Atlanta, Georgia, June 27th through 30th. And I have a very, very special guest here with me. I'll be introducing her in just a couple minutes, but I wanted to give you an opportunity to gather around your cell phone, your laptop, your whatever you're watching me on, share this video out. I want to know who's watching. I want to know the name of your business. I want to know where you're watching from. And tell me a little bit about what your Young Mogul does. You know, my community is the Raising a Mogul community. I work with parents every single day, parents that have superstar kids, kids in business, kids that are just change makers, leaders, and that are challenging the status quo every single day. So that's who I am. That's what I do. Those are the people that I work with. And my special guest is going to be bringing the fire to the Raising a Mogul Summit that is coming. And I'm so excited. Not only is she a speaker, a dynamic speaker. I mean, like, seriously, I love her. So that's three things. So she's a speaker, a dynamic speaker. I love her. And she's a sponsor. Okay. So I'm going to bring on Miss Audra LeRae Upchurch. She is our special guest for today. And we're going to talk to her about all things manuscripts. And it's going to be good. So I need to make sure before she says a word that you have shared this video and you throw us up some hearts. Let us know you're here. Say hello. Let us know you're watching. And that's it. And then you'll be welcomed. We'll feel welcomed and we can get this party started. How's that sound? Good. Hey, Audra, how you doing?
Hey, hon, how are you? Thank you so much for having me.
I am excited, if you can't tell. So I need to so I always talk to my tribe about my favorite people, my business besties, and just how over the last year, I've been collecting all the most amazing people that I can find, right? And you guys, Audra happens to be one of those most amazing people. Like, she is just so authentic, like, pun intended, authentically Audra. She is, she's just the real deal. You know, she's a hard worker. And Audra, you don't know this, but recently I've been talking to my tribe a lot about how you need to, in order for you to level up, and in order for you to show up the way we say we want to show up, we need to make sure that we're, you know, sitting at the table, getting comfortable next to, or getting uncomfortable next to other entrepreneurs and amazing people that are on the same path or ahead of us, right? Yes. So, you know, and when I talk to you guys about that experience for me, Audra is one of those people for me. Oh. Like, she seriously, and it's because she challenges me daily, and we don't even have to talk all the time, but I watch her work. And you guys, and you think of like the entrepreneurs in your life, you think about the people that inspire you. When you watch them move, you're like, wow, okay, I need to get it together, because yeah, you know. And it's not a competition thing, it's not a jealousy thing. It's just she's doing it, so I know I can do it, and she's going so hard. I need to push a little bit further. You know what I mean? So it's an inspiration thing, and that's what we're talking about. And those are the people that we want in our tribe. Those are the people that you need on speed dial. So when you have those days when you're like, oh, I'm not really sure, you know, whatever, girl, you better get it together.
Okay.
You better get it together. So Audra, please tell the people a little bit about you, who you are, what you do, and you take it away.
First of all, thank you so much, because you're one of those people for me too. But I believe iron sharpens iron. So that's what it's all about. And you show up so authentically. And I've loved watching your journey from when we first met to now. Girl, you are not playing. So
thank you.
A little bit about me. I grew up in Brooklyn. I live in Virginia. I've been here now for 20 years. So if my accent sounds a little weird, that's a little bit of Brooklyn, a little bit of Virginia, but it all makes me, right? And I help influencers and entrepreneurs lead their anthology projects so they can focus on the core of their business, and I'll make sure that their meaningful manuscript gets managed properly. So that's the core of what I do. And I absolutely love this process.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So manuscripts, when we talk about manuscripts, it sounds like written stories. Yes. So more specifically, women and men now, I understand, they come to you because you can help them master what?
Master the whole process from identifying their ideal audience to crafting their story and to successfully marketing it. Because it's truly a threefold process. You can write an amazing story, but if you don't know how to market it, who's buying it? Right? And
right. And I know for a fact that that's a big piece of, there's a lot of books out there. There are books dropping every single day.
Yes.
There are a lot of stories being told every single day, but the marketing piece is a missing piece. That's like non-existent a lot,
Absolutely.
So that's a great skill. So we have Terry watching us. We have Tamara watching us. Tashanta, of course, is watching us. Make sure you amazing people, you share this video out. Make sure you share this out because we want to make sure that we're connecting with as many people as possible. We also want to make sure that we're reaching people that actually need to hear what Audra has to say and understand a little bit more about what it is that she does. Because I know for a fact several people that have worked with you whose lives have been completely transformed just by, I almost said giving them permission. And I feel like some of us have a story, most of us, many of us, all of us, right, have a story inside of us, but we just need somebody to make it okay for us to talk about it. And at times we just need to understand, someone to remove all the excuses and allow us to get clear on what it can be like. So that way we're not sitting around waiting forever.
Absolutely. Here's the thing. Not everybody has had my experience, right? For those that have been following me, that are watching, that I was homeless as a teenager in Brooklyn. By the age of 15, I was homeless, riding the subway, and had no support. By the age of 17, I was pregnant. And by the age of 19, I had lost custody of my son. So my life was pretty rough. So you might say, yeah, okay, she has a story to tell. Well, I didn't go through all of that. So my story may not be as impactful. And that's so not true. We all have a story. So regardless to the severity of your situation, there is something you have to share and contribute and give, which is why I named my company Meaningful Manuscripts, because we all have something that can impact someone and change their life. It's just learning how to shape the story, and I can help you do that.
That's beautiful. I mean, it's a beautiful outcome to a story that at the time, I'm sure you didn't think there was any beauty in it at all, possibly.
Let me tell you, for so many years, I was angry. I used to say, somebody up there didn't like me. I don't know what's going on, because I just felt like there was tragedy after tragedy in my life. And it's so amazing how now, well, first viewers, my son and I are reconnected, and that's my heart. He knows I love him. And, but it took a long time for me to get here. And I spent so many years being bitter and angry about my story, instead of understanding that all of those experiences made me the woman that I am now. And I wouldn't change, as to quote Maya Angelou, I wouldn't take nothing for my journey now. So
I love it. I absolutely love it. Terry loves it too. She's like, I love that. Absolutely. The people are connecting. And that's really important. One of the things I know for sure, even just with my parents and a lot of the friends that I have, people I'm connected to, like in my personal life that like I see every day in my, hometown or whatever, they've been writing books for years. And I don't know where. So you tell me, where did this idea that you start writing a book in like 1980 and like there's no expectation for the world to see it until like never, maybe, possibly, I don't know. It's just like pages like under the mattress. Like, what is that about? Is that fear? Is that no understanding of the process? What is that?
That's all of the above. Fear and no understanding of the process. When you marry it together, that means 30 years for the book to finally hit, right?
Yeah.
We have these stories, because, we grew up in an age where what happens in this house stays in this house, right? Can anybody watch and relate? Did anybody hear that? What happens in this house stays in this house. And if you do the business, that switch was waiting for you when you got in. Yeah.
Exactly.
So even though most of us are way grown now, we grown, we still have that fear from it being embedded in us. And then also, depending what age group you're in, you have a concept of what you think it takes to publish a book. And It's so much simpler these days. Whether you realize it or not, every 5 minutes there's another book published because it's become just that easy to get your book from idea to print. But most of us don't know which way to go. And we get so frustrated and so flustered between the fear, the frustration, and being flustered, nothing happens.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So now I have a unique question for you. So you're, as a mom, your grandma, your nana like me, the best thing in the world, right? So we have a lot of parents watching. We have a lot of entrepreneurs watching. So we talked about, the sharing of the story, the manuscript, getting it out there, and how it's huge value to sharing your story. And most people are thinking, okay, an entrepreneur, a seasoned professional, someone that's been around the block a couple of times, as a healing process, possibly some of us could be thinking that. So for the parents that have young moguls, right? So to my community specifically, where's the value? Where's the value in a parent helping their child to write a story or to getting their story out there? It's like, because it's like, how much story you got? You only 8,
I love this question. I love where you're going, and I love this question. So many times I look back and I wished when I was going through this process with my son, or when I was homeless at 15, that I had published my experiences at that time. I so wish the readers that I connected with now could have grown with me and watched me on my journey. Now I have to share the reflections, but how much more impactful would it have been had I published then and allowed them to feel every single step with me? For you parents now and your children are young moguls, you want to catch them right in this moment. Having them write that book is like taking a snapshot of where they are right now, the way they're feeling right now, and how they're seeing the world right now. I think it's so immensely important for parent managers to make sure that their child's story gets told while they're living it.
That's good. That's absolutely good. I love that. And it makes sense because we're talking to parent managers. We're talking about young moguls. So we're telling the world they don't have to be too old to do this long list of things. They don't have to be old to make money. They don't have to wait until they have a driver's license or can vote in order to open a business or to be a CEO or to be a business person. So why would we think that we have to wait until they've reached a certain milestone before they can write a story? So that makes complete sense. I mean, if you think about it, most of our kids are writing stories all the time anyways, but I don't think any parents ever think of like taking them all together and putting them like, don't school, like kindergarten classes do that, where they take every kid's like manuscript or their writing or scribble or whatever it is, and they can publish it in a book. And like, it's like the class of, 99 has a little book. It's called Miss Johnson's class, right?
Right. Look, I just want to be heard. That's why our kids thrive on social media, because they want to be heard. So why not have it orchestrated in a book where it's cohesive? And not only that, it can be a blueprint, like the science behind it, right? Yep. A blueprint for other young moguls that may not have the parent managers that they have.
That is good. That is really good. I love that. I love, me. I love the idea of starting now. I mean, but I didn't always feel that way, Audra. I didn't always realize the value of execution, taking action, but as we start to get older, and then we look, it's like, well, I was waiting for the perfect time, but guess what? It never really happened. Like, does it ever happen?
No, not at all. Look, my favorite hashtag, y'all know I coined hashtag action takers win. If you're watching right now, put in the comments, hashtag action takers win. And could you imagine if we shaped our young moguls with that thinking, that action takers win? Because they're already not afraid of anything. We, as the adults, kind of instill that fear, right? But thankfully, there's enough parent managers, and there's the amazing Tamara to help guide them so that their children don't allow that fear to cripple them. Sharing their stories right now is so important for so many ways, because it can help them leverage speaking engagements and get their voice out there. The world needs to hear from these kids so they understand there's some dynamic youth out there making it happen.
In addition to that, we need to be inspired. There's enough stuff going on. We need to be inspired by our kids' generation, by this next amazing generation that's coming. We need the innocence. We need the forward thinking. We need the thoughts from their perspective. You know what I mean? I just feel like, I know any adult listening, you know what it's like to turn on the news and see something and just feel totally tainted, annoyed, and aggravated. So now it's like your perception is just like ruined of certain things, whereas our children still have a fresh take on things. You know, they do. So Charvette Mitchell's watching. She says, #action takers win. Yeah. Gary King, action takers win. Tashanta Hogan, action takers win. That's right.
I love it. I love it.
Terry King says she's going to start using that.
Our kids need to hear from their peers, you know?
Absolutely. Terry says she's going to start using this, using that with her babies today.
Yeah.
Yep. She's one of the educators in our group. She is a homeschooling mom and she is amazing. She's amazing.
Will I get to meet Terry at the summit?
Yes, you will. You absolutely. So Audra, so speaking of the summit, tell us a little bit about what they can expect. So they already know you're going to be, so listen, you guys, I love Audra so much. She's just the same way she shows up now. It's just the same way she shows up in person. And I know this because we were just together in Vegas. Thank you.
But you know what? Hold on. Let me say this. We've connected so much through social media because I met Tamara through us being a part of a program called Icons through a business consultant. And it's been, 2 years?
Yeah, it's been 2 years.
We met in person for the first time, but because we connected so intimately, it felt like I had already met her in person. Like, just hugging you for the first time, like for real.
Yep. And then next thing you know, it's just like we just fell right back into just having conversation and being regular. Yeah. So I'm really excited for my tribe to meet you and connect with you, because the biggest part of the experience I'm trying to create, just in the group environment of our community, in addition to what I'm trying to curate at the Raising Mogul Family Business Summit, is the idea of authenticity. What a higher level of thinking, mindset, and work looks like, and how those things can get you what you want, where you really want to be. You know what I mean? And I think that one of the things is, a lot of us as parents, not only are we addicted to our labor, we're addicted to that, oh, I'm tired, I'm run down, these kids is killing me, you know, like that whole old, sad, this is what a mom looks like, this is what the parenting looks like. No, we're doing it a different way. We're doing it at a higher level. We're doing it at a higher vibration. We're doing it, you know, I did a live the other day, Audra, talking about eagles, you know, like flying with eagles, and how eagles, you know, just you have to be prepared to exist at a higher level. So that preparation is what we're working on, so that we can all be there together. You know what I mean? So you guys, Audra exists here. And I say that because when we talk, there's no, like, I can't even talk bad about myself with her. Like, I can't be like, you know, she's like, oh, no, we're not doing that today. Like, okay, girl.
Why you calling me out like that on Facebook?
because I need them to know. And you need people like that. No, you know, so like, you need to be connected to people that understand what it takes. How about that? Yes. How about we just leave it like that, right? So give us a little bit of what they can expect to experience with you as a speaker. Audra is also a sponsor at the Raising a Mogul Family Business Summit in June.
Absolutely. And I'm going to tell you, I reached out to Tamara to be a sponsor because I wanted to support this effort. I understand how important it is to pour into our youth. As someone that was a homeless teenager, I couldn't have imagined if I was exposed to this type of opportunity at that age. And I see how hard Tamara is working and how much her ambassadors, I mean, your ambassadors, they doing it, honey. Okay. So watching all of the action on social media, I was like, how can I be a part of this amazing summit? So I'm excited. And what you guys can expect at the summit is clarity. Because I believe when you get clear, you get paid. And
say it again. Wait. Hold on. Charette, please hashtag Tashanta, Anana, Terry, somebody, everybody, Delmar Johnson, hashtag when you get clear, you get paid.
Yes.
Okay. Like seriously, yes. That was the right mic drop. Thank you, Audra. Go ahead.
Girl, now, I'm almost 50, so I forgot where I was going with that. But
clarity. What they can expect at the summit.
You get paid. So it's my job to make sure that when I'm done with you at the summit, you are clear, because these young babies are depending on you. And as parents, it's not just their clarity, it's your clarity. And if that means pushing back your own fears, dealing with your issues, because, as we get older, we have some stuff, right? So I'm going to help you get clear so your babies and you can get paid and you can get on the track to sharing your amazing story and having your kids' stories reach the masses.
I love it. Okay. And I love you for it. Thank you so much. Audra, tell us more about your community here on Facebook that's thriving. Tell us about the services you offer. I just want to know all about Meaningful Manuscripts, and give us how it started, but just tell us where you are now and where you're going.
Yes. I'm so excited. I love my community. I can't stop smiling when I think about them. Mastering Meaningful Manuscripts is my online community right here on Facebook. And it's for men and women. We've had to open the doors and let the brothers in because they were knocking. They were like, let us in. We write stories too, right? And Mastering Meaningful Manuscripts, we really help you identify your audience, develop your story, and market directly to your audience. In addition to providing resources for you to create digital products and services that are generated from your book. Because you can truly leverage your book to build a brand. And we help you do all of that in Mastering Meaningful Manuscripts. So I'm really excited about that. You're sure welcome to join. We'll love you and we'll welcome you in. But this moment to me is just all about the RAM Summit. I can't even focus on nothing else. It's like right around the corner. It's a month away?
It is. I think we're right at 35 days, if I'm not mistaken. I think we're right at 35 days. I know. I'm getting to the point where I can't even sleep. I'm just thinking I got hashtag Rams Summit night into my brain. And if you have your tickets,
put in the comments. If you have your tickets, put in the comment right now, hashtag Ram Summit 19. I want to be able to look through and see who I'm going to meet when I get there so we can connect. Because this is one event you don't want to miss. You cannot miss this.
Oh, I'm so excited. Thank you so much. It's going to be amazing. Audra is, as I said, she's one of the most amazing speakers. We are going to have several other speakers on deck that are going to be helping you and your young mogul build your business, build your brand, and build your next level. That's what this is really all about. And I know I keep saying this to them, Audra, going to a conference, going to a live event, a summit, there's one thing to be inspired. It's another thing to be motivated, but there's a whole nother thing to come out and get home with a plan. Right? To have a transition and also have a plan. And that's my goal. That's my dream. That's my wish. And that's what I'm going to do. That's what we're about to do. So if you are about your business, if you are that serious parent manager and you're ready to level up, and you're ready for your young mogul to level up, and you're ready for your family to level up. This is the Family Business Summit, right? I want other parents to experience what I experienced in October 2016 when I retired from my corporate sponsor to work for my 16-year-old daughter. I want you to know what that feels like, right? Or I want you to know what it feels like to be pitching funders, VC funders, and for major capital in several rounds so that you can actually start thinking we might want to work on our exit strategy because we're about to sell this business, right? Right. Those are the kind of conversations that I want to be able to have with other parent managers. Those are the other conversations that I want my child to be able to have with your child. Right?
Yes.
But it's all going to kick off. It's all starting. It's all happening at the Raising a Mogul Summit that is happening in June 27th through 30th in Atlanta, Georgia. It is going to be amazing. And I'm looking forward to seeing you all. We have some people in there. They're dropping their They are dropping their hashtags. So we got some ticket holders in there, and I'm really excited about it. And they're all equally excited to meet you, Audra. So Audra, give us your website and your contact information one more time. Let the people know how they can connect with you. And I just want to thank you for being here, for taking the time to pour into us and to get us excited and ramped up for the summit.
Girl, look, I get to see you 2 times in 1 year. Oh yeah, girl, I'm excited. But I have to say this. I want to commend you for providing this opportunity for parents to actually attend a conference with their families. You know, typically you see events that focus towards the youth or that focus towards the parent, and they have to separate. Mm-hmm. And so I thank you for allowing them to have this experience together. And it's going to be life-changing for so many parents. And it takes courage to pull this off. So I truly appreciate you for that.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's a big deal. It's a really big deal. Somebody put in the comments, it's a big deal.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. My community deserves it. They deserve it.
Yes, they do. So for those who want to keep in touch with me, you can check out my community at meaningfulmanuscripts.com. Will take you right there. Or go to my website, audraupchurch.com. So that's it.
Awesome. Thank you so much again, Audra. Thank you all for joining in. Thank you all for sharing. Thank you for participating in this amazing conversation. Please head over to Audra's Facebook page, follow her, like her page, whatever you can do to support her. Make sure you're connected to the amazing things that she is doing with her community, with her tribe. We all have a story inside of us. We all probably have a story that's written like y'all probably the ones I was talking about. I've been writing the story for 10 years, so I ain't gonna tell nobody, but y'all need to tell Audra so she can get y'all together, okay? Let's just leave it there. All right, Tamara, stop. Leave the people alone. All right, so thank you so much, Audra, for your time. I appreciate you. And all of you that are watching, I cannot wait to see you in the room. You need to be in the room June 27th through 30th at the Raising a Mogul Family Business Summit. You can get all the information you need at raisingamogulsummit.com. And until then, I want to thank you all for joining us and have a great evening, a great morning, and a fantabulous afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And thank you for joining us. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.